What is going on, guys? Today we're going to be taking a look at a couple mod vapor products. We're going to be taking a look at the box ETC and also the Panda V12. Okay, we're going to be taking a look at it. Alright, this setup right here is pretty good. I really enjoy the setup. Okay, now I did want to do like an up close portion on this video, but tripod broke and just a lot of stuff. This isn't working my way, so as of right now we're gonna not really do up close because it would look really bad and just won't be good for the video. I wish I could, but it's just everything right now is not working out that way. So it is what it is, you know. Gotta make do with what you got. So like I said, we're gonna be taking a look at the Panda V12 and the box ETC 70 watt temp control box from Mod Vapor. Help if you open up the airflow. This setup right here is it's quite a setup. Okay, this tank puts out flavor like you wouldn't believe, and the airflow's a little tight. The airflow's a little tight for my liking, but I like super wide open airflow on drippers, and tanks just don't have that. At least none of the tanks that I've had in my possession, they've never had it. So every tank is a little bit too tight for me, but it is what it is. In the box for the mod, you don't get anything. You get a instruction manual and the box itself. I don't remember if it came with a charging cord. I don't really remember. In the box for the tank, you get a whole bunch of goodies. Okay, I'm gonna be showing you the silver one, but I'm using the black one right now. It comes like this, a whole lot nicer, but you get the tank here, you get an extra glass right there. Take this out, pull this out, and you get an RBA base and this thing so you can put it into the tank. You get a bunch of extra O-rings, and you get like 4 or 5 of these extra coils that I just dropped out. You get like a 0.5, let's see, there's a 0.6, 1.2, there's a 1 ohm Clapton. In here I think I got the 0.5, regular 0.5 coil, putting out really nice. This might be the Clapton. I think they got a 0.5 Clapton too. And it works very well. Okay, the tank, these stock coils are great. I love the stock coils, but the rebuildable deck, the rebuild deck is way too small to put any good builds on there. Okay, in the black tank, the one I'm using now, I put a 6-wrap 28 gauge G-plat in there, and it worked okay, but it was just a real pain to work with. Like, you see my finger is like dwarfing that thing right there. Okay, It's tiny. It's really small, and really it's useless because you gotta. It's not useless for me. It's useless because I will never use it. After I built on it, and yeah. So the RBA deck needs some work. Mod Vapor needs some work. You gotta get up to times with the RBA decks because there's so many other decks out there for rebuildable tank atomizers that that you can put a 4-post deck, okay, or the velocity style deck where you got 2 holes on top of each other. And I mean, there's just so much stuff out there, and having to trap the wires is kind of a pain for everybody, and nobody likes to do it. That's why everybody stopped putting those kind of RBA decks into tanks. Okay, so Mod Vapor, work on your RBA deck because that needs some work. So this is a top filling tank. Okay, you got your drip tip right here. You can get some drip tip from the mouthpiece, the drip tip as well. Me, I've been using a Trinity glass drip tips. Really enjoy this. Nice big wide bore drip tips. But yeah, if you use this, kills the flavor, and I mean, it gives good airflow, but you got no flavor, so there's no point in using that. Okay, next, take off this piece off the top. That's where you fill it. Fill in those 3 holes. Okay, break it down a little bit more. Take the top fill port hole thing, take this top cap off, and you can break the whole tank down, clean it out really nice. Next, you unscrew the airflow, comes off, and that is where your coil is. Your coil screws up in there, and I can't get it out. There we go. Your coil goes up in there, up in that chimney. Pretty small chimney, that's why flavor is so good. Okay. So these are your coils. These standard Mod Vapor coils. If you watched my my first review of their first tank, what was the name of it? I don't remember the name of their first tank, but these are the same coils that can go up in there. Okay, these coils cannot go in the first tank because these are threaded down there. The other ones are not threaded, but they're the same design coils, is what I'm trying to say. That you got the cotton around and it goes inside to the coil. Okay, so you take your coil, stick it up in there. This breaks down more. Let's see if I can. This breaks down more. You stick tweezers or a little screwdriver in there. This just isn't long enough to reach down in there. I don't think I have anything out here that is, but you gotta put something down in there that's kind of flat. See if you see those. See if you can see down in there. There's kind of those grooves right there that you have to stick pliers or something down in there and unscrew it. And then this comes off right here. And that's where you would put your piece for your RBA. But if you want to see a good review type thing on the RBA deck, Tommy Vapors Tommy Vapors has a good review. He puts a build in it and he goes over the whole RBA section, but I just don't have the tools right here to go over it, so go check his out. He's got a really good one. And just to put it all together again, you just take this, put it in there, just like that. Okay. Take your airflow control, screw that back on. Threads could be a little bit better. Sometimes they get a little crunchy, so threads could be a little bit better, but after a little bit of use, it kind of softens up a little bit, but not much. Okay. Put your glass on, put your top cap back on, the screws down, put your top cap back on, and then your drip tip. Then you're ready to vape after you put juice in it. Alright? But like I said, I've been using this black one because it matches with the box itself. And I think the gold drip tip on top matches the juice. So everything's got a little bit of matching going on. The box is, if you've seen my original video for their original box, pretty much the same thing, except for this. When you turn it on, it comes to this screen. Let's see. And then you can switch it from watt mode. It's probably gonna be a little blurry, but you can get titanium, nickel, and then watt mode. Okay. Then if you want watt mode, press the fire button again. 3 clicks turns it on. Was that upside down the whole time? My bad. But that turns it on. And you got a fire button and up and down. Pretty simple mod. Removable 18650 battery. And that's really the mod. The mod is pretty easy. Now when you fill the tank up, you have to turn the juice flow control off. Okay, you see in the juice flow control right there, you turn it and you see it's like orange, reddish orange. That means your juice flow control is off. You fill it up, screw this back on, and then you open it back up. No flooding, no leaking, no nothing. All you do is just turn the airflow or the juice flow control off, and you're set. Okay? Overall, it's just super easy mod to use. Tank is self-explanatory. Like I said, if you want to watch a good portion on the a good segment, I guess, on the RBA base, then Tommy Vapors has a good God, I can't even, he's got a good, what's the word? What is the word? He has a good we'll call it a segment because I'm having a brain fart right now. He's got a good segment on it, and pretty informational, and yeah. So with that being said, you guys, thank you for watching. I'm going to be having a vlog later this week with all the stuff coming up. I got something really cool that I'm getting in for review that you guys will like. If you like guns and you like vapes, then that'll probably be in a vlog this week, because I think it's coming this week, or this week or next week. But stay tuned for that. And that, like, giveaways and bunch of stuff coming up. Got another, I heard through the grapevine, another drip drop juice giveaway. So that's going to be a really big giveaway for a lot of people. So stay tuned for that. Tell your friends to subscribe. All right. That is all I got for you guys today. Thank you for watching. I really do appreciate it.